My beloved child, stop everything right now. Put down whatever you are holding, silence your mind, still your heart, because what I am about to reveal to you in this moment will shatter everything you thought you understood about your life, your past, and the delays you have endured. This is not another message, this is not another encouragement, this is a divine interruption, and you need to hear every single word. Can you feel that tension in your chest? That heaviness that just settled over you the moment you started reading? That is not anxiety, that is recognition. Your spirit knows that something significant is about to be revealed. Your soul senses that a curtain is being pulled back, and what you are about to see behind that curtain will explain everything, every closed door, every broken relationship, every missed opportunity, every delay that made no sense. It all had a reason, and I am about to show you what it was. If you are feeling this word pierce through layers of confusion you did not even know were there, if something deep inside you is saying yes, this is real, this is happening, I want you to leave a comment right now and type the word uncovered. Not for me, because I already know what has been hidden, but for you, because when you declare it, when you speak it out loud, you activate the process of revelation. You align yourself with what I am unveiling. You give permission for the truth to fully manifest in your life. Listen to me carefully. There is something that was hidden from you, something that was deliberately concealed, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by design. By human hands that thought they could control your destiny, by people who believed they had the power to alter what I ordained before you were born, and for years, for seasons, maybe even for decades, you have been living in the shadow of a lie so carefully constructed that you never even knew to question it. But today, right now in this exact moment, I am exposing that lie. I am tearing down the walls that were built around truth. I am opening vaults that were sealed. I am bringing to light what was buried in darkness because the time has come. The season has shifted, and you are ready to handle what you are about to discover. Right now, as you read these words, something is happening in the spiritual realm that you cannot see with natural eyes. There are documents being uncovered. There are conversations being recorded. There are secrets being whispered that will soon become shouts, and at the center of all of it is your name. Your real name, not the one they tried to erase, not the identity they tried to diminish. But the name I gave you before time began. Someone tried to remove you from a narrative that was always yours. They tried to write you out of a story that I wrote you into. They signed papers, they made decisions. They had conversations about your life as if they had the authority to determine your worth, your place, your inheritance. And they did it in secret, believing that you would never find out, believing that enough time would pass that it would not matter anymore, believing that you would just accept the version of reality they constructed for you. But they did not account for me, they did not account for the fact that I see everything. I hear everything, I record everything, and when the time is right, when you are strong enough to handle it, when the season has shifted to your favor, I expose everything, not for revenge, not for drama, but for restoration, for justice, for the reclaiming of what was always yours. Now let me tell you what has been happening behind the scenes while you were sleeping, while you were working, while you were trying to make sense of why nothing seemed to work out the way it was supposed to. There was a room you never knew existed. In that room, there were people you trusted making decisions about your future without your knowledge. There was a meeting where your name was mentioned, where your potential was discussed, where your inheritance was divided and you were not invited. Someone stood in that room and said, "They do not need to know about this." Someone signed a paper with your name on it, and then erased your signature. Someone made a promise on your behalf and then kept the benefit for themselves. Someone looked at an opportunity that was meant for you and convinced others that you were not ready, that you were not qualified, that you were not worthy, and they did it all with a smile. They did it all while pretending to have your best interests at heart, but I saw it, I recorded it, and I have been waiting for this exact moment to reveal it to you. Not when you were too broken to handle it, not when you were too angry to respond with wisdom. But now, when you are strong enough, when you are mature enough, when you are positioned to receive not just the truth, but the restoration that comes with it. There is a document that exists, a real physical document. It could be a letter. It could be a contract, it could be a will. It could be a legal agreement, but somewhere, on paper or in digital form, there is proof of what I am telling you, and that document is about to surface. Not because you are going to search for it, but because I am going to bring it to light. I am going to cause it to be discovered by someone who has the authority to do something about it. And when it surfaces, everything changes. You need to understand something about the way I work. I do not just expose lies for the sake of exposure. I expose them for the sake of liberation. I do not just reveal deception to make you angry. I reveal it to set you free from the false narratives that have been controlling your life. Because as long as you believe the lie, you will live within its limitations. But once you see the truth, once you understand what was really happening, you can step into the reality that I always intended for you. Right now, someone is panicking. Someone who thought this secret was safe is feeling the ground shift beneath them. They are checking their files. They are reviewing their conversations. They are wondering if they left any trace of what they did. And the answer is yes, they did, because I made sure of it. I made sure that no matter how careful they were, no matter how thorough they thought they were being, there would be evidence. There would be a trail, there would be proof. And that proof is about to be found. It might be found by you. It might be found by someone investigating on your behalf. It might be found by pure coincidence, which is never coincidence at all, but my perfect timing. But it will be found, and when it is, the narrative that has been controlling your life for so long will crumble, the walls that have been keeping you confined will collapse. And you will finally see the landscape that has always been yours. Can you feel that warmth spreading through your body right now? Some of you are feeling heat in your hands. Others are feeling pressure in your chest. Some of you feel like you cannot take a deep breath. That is not a medical condition, that is your spirit responding to truth. That is the Holy Spirit confirming that what I am speaking is not theory or metaphor. It is reality. It is happening right now, and you are standing in the middle of the greatest revelation of your life. Now let me tell you about the person who did this. Because understanding their motive will help you process what you are about to discover. They did not do it because they hated you. They did it because they feared you. They saw something in you that threatened them. They recognized a potential in you that made them feel insecure about their own position. They knew that if you stepped into your full calling, if you claimed your full inheritance, if you walked in your full authority, they would be exposed. Their inadequacy would be obvious, their fraud would be visible, so they made a decision. They decided to remove you from the equation before you could become a problem. They decided to hide what was yours before you could claim it. They decided to rewrite the story before you could read it, and they convinced themselves that they were doing the right thing. They told themselves that you were not ready, that you would not know what to do with it, that it was better this way. But the truth is, they were protecting themselves, not you. They were securing their position, not your future. But here is what they did not understand. they did not understand that I am the author of your story, not them. They did not understand that what I ordain, no human can cancel. They did not understand that delays orchestrated by men can only go so far before I step in and reset the entire timeline, and that is what is happening right now. I am resetting your timeline. I am restoring what was taken. I am revealing what was hidden, and I am doing it in such a way that there will be no doubt in anyone's mind that I am the one behind it. Within the next few days, maybe even within the next few hours, you are going to see a sign. It might be a name that suddenly appears in your life again after years of silence. It might be a document that shows up unexpectedly. It might be a conversation that happens out of nowhere that confirms what I am telling you right now. It might be a dream that is so vivid, so specific, so detailed that you wake up knowing beyond any doubt that it was me speaking to you. When that sign appears, I need you to do something. Do not dismiss it. Do not rationalize it away. Do not tell yourself that you are reading too much into it. Receive it. Acknowledge it. Write it down because it is the first piece of evidence. It is the first domino falling. It is the beginning of the full revelation that I am about to release into your life. If this message is reaching into places you did not even know existed inside you, if these words are unlocking doors you did not know were closed, hit that like button right now. Not as a casual gesture, as a declaration, as your agreement with what I am unveiling, as your act of faith that says I am ready to see the truth no matter how painful it might be. I am ready to receive the restoration no matter how impossible it might seem. Now let me tell you what happens next. Once the first piece of evidence surfaces, others will follow. It will be like pulling a thread on a garment. One revelation will lead to another. One question will lead to another. One person who knows something will lead you to another person who knows more. And before you know it, the entire tapestry of deception will unravel. Not violently, not chaotically, but systematically, methodically, divinely orchestrated. And as each piece falls into place, you will feel something shift inside you. The confusion will turn to clarity, the doubt will turn to certainty, the shame will turn to righteous anger. Not the kind of anger that makes you act recklessly, but the kind of anger that gives you the courage to demand what is yours, the kind of anger that burns away fear and replaces it with holy boldness. You are going to have to make some decisions in the days ahead. Decisions about what to do with the information you uncover. Decisions about who to confront, decisions about what to let go and what to fight for, and I am telling you right now, do not make those decisions in a hurry, do not make them in emotion, do not make them without seeking my face first, because the way you handle this revelation will determine not just your restoration, but your legacy. There is a right way and a wrong way to receive justice. The wrong way is to take matters into your own hands to seek revenge. To expose people publicly out of spite, to use the truth as a weapon to destroy rather than to restore. If you go that route, you will get some temporary satisfaction. You might even get some temporary vindication, but you will lose something far more valuable. You will lose the blessing that comes with trusting me to handle it my way. The right way is to bring everything to me first, to lay it at my feet, to say, God, this is what was taken from me, this is what was hidden from me, this is what was done to me, and now I am giving it to you. I am trusting you to bring justice in your way and in your timing. I am trusting you to restore what needs to be restored. I am trusting you to expose what needs to be exposed. And I am trusting you to protect me from making decisions out of pain that I will regret when the pain subsides. When you do that, when you surrender the process to me, I will do something far more powerful than anything you could orchestrate on your own. I will cause people to confess without you confronting them. I will cause documents to surface without you searching for them. I will cause doors to open without you knocking on them. I will cause your enemies to become your advocates and your opposition to become your confirmation. Because that is what I do when my children trust me with their justice instead of taking it into their own hands. Now let me address the fear that is rising in some of you right now. You are afraid of what you are going to find out. You are afraid that the truth will be worse than you imagined. You are afraid that the people involved will be people you love, people you trusted, people you never suspected, and I am not going to lie to you and tell you that it will not hurt, it will. The truth often does, betrayal always does, especially when it comes from close quarters, but I am also telling you that the pain of discovery is temporary, the freedom that comes from knowing is permanent. Right now you are living with a vague sense that something is not right, a nagging feeling that you cannot quite name, a suspicion that you cannot quite prove, and that uncertainty, that not knowing, that is its own kind of torture. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you second-guessing yourself. It keeps you wondering if you are crazy for feeling the way you feel. But when the truth comes out, when you finally see it clearly, when you finally have proof of what your spirit has been telling you all along, that uncertainty will be replaced with certainty, that confusion will be replaced with clarity, that self-doubt will be replaced with confidence, and even though the truth might hurt in the moment, it will heal you in the long run. Because you can only heal what you can see, you can only address what you can name, you can only overcome what you can confront. There is someone reading this right now who already knows exactly who I am talking about. You already know who betrayed you. You already know who hid the truth. You already know who made decisions that were not theirs to make. Your spirit has been screaming it at you for months, maybe years, but your mind has been refusing to accept it because it is too painful, because the implications are too big, because admitting it would mean dismantling a relationship or a belief system that has been a cornerstone of your life, and I am telling you right now. It is time. It is time to stop protecting people who never protected you. It is time to stop defending people who never defended you. It is time to stop excusing behavior that has no excuse. Not because I want you to become bitter or vengeful, but because I want you to be free, and you cannot be free while you are still living in denial. The truth is going to come out whether you are ready for it or not. The question is, are you going to receive it with grace and wisdom, or are you going to fight it and make the process harder than it needs to be? I am giving you a choice right now. You can lean into this revelation. You can prepare your heart for it, you can ask me to strengthen you for what you are about to see, or you can resist it, you can push it away. You can tell yourself that this message is not for you, that I am talking to someone else, that your situation is different, but if you choose resistance, you will only delay the inevitable. And you will make it harder on yourself in the process, because I love you too much to let you keep living in a false reality. I love you too much to let you keep being controlled by lies. I love you too much to let this secret stay buried when bringing it to light is the only thing that will set you free. So here is what I need you to do. First, I need you to prepare your heart. Spend time with me, talk to me, tell me that you are ready to see the truth no matter what it is. Tell me that you trust me to handle the fallout. Tell me that you are willing to let go of relationships, positions, or possessions, if that is what it takes to walk in freedom. Make that declaration now before the revelation comes. Because once it comes, it will happen fast, and you need to be grounded before the storm hits. Second, I need you to document everything. When signs start appearing, write them down. When names start surfacing, record them. When dreams start coming, journal them. When conversations happen that confirm what I am revealing, make note of them. Because you are going to need this record not to build a case against someone but to build your own confidence in what I am showing you, to remind yourself that you are not making this up, to have evidence when doubt tries to creep back in. Third, I need you to surround yourself with wisdom. Find people who love me and love you. People who will pray with you, not just gossip with you. People who will encourage you to seek my face before taking action. People who will remind you of who I say you are when the revelation threatens to make you question your worth. Do not try to walk through this alone. You are going to need support, and I am providing it, but you have to be willing to receive it. Fourth, I need you to guard your mouth. When the revelation starts coming, there will be a temptation to tell everyone, to post about it, to expose the guilty parties publicly. Resist that temptation. Not because you owe anyone protection, but because premature exposure can backfire. There is a time and a season for everything, and right now, the season is for gathering information, not broadcasting it. Let me guide you on when to speak and when to stay silent. Let me orchestrate the exposure in a way that maximizes your restoration and minimizes collateral damage. Fifth, I need you to stay in peace. I know that sounds impossible given what you are about to discover, but I am not asking you to manufacture peace through denial. I am offering you supernatural peace that surpasses understanding. The kind of peace that holds you steady even when the ground is shaking. The kind of peace that keeps your mind clear even when chaos is swirling around you. The kind of peace that reminds you that I am in control even when everything feels out of control. That peace is available to you right now. Not after the revelation, not after the restoration, but right now in the middle of the process. All you have to do is ask for it. All you have to do is receive it. All you have to do is choose it over anxiety, over anger, over fear. Can you feel that shift happening in your spirit right now? That is me lifting the weight. That is me removing the confusion. That is me settling your soul. You are not going to go through this alone. I am with you. Every step, every revelation, every painful truth, every moment of uncertainty, I am right there, closer than your own breath, more present than your own thoughts. And I am not just watching, I am working, orchestrating, positioning, preparing. Within the next 7 days, you are going to see the first major breakthrough. It might come in the form of a phone call. It might come in the form of a letter or email. It might come in the form of someone reaching out to you out of the blue with information. It might come in the form of you accidentally stumbling upon something that was hidden. However it comes, you will know it is from me, because it will have my fingerprints all over it. The timing will be too perfect, the details will be too specific. The confirmation will be too clear. When that breakthrough happens, I want you to pause. Before you react, before you respond, before you do anything, come to me, thank me for the revelation, ask me what to do next, wait for my instruction. Because the way you respond to the first breakthrough will set the tone for everything that follows. If you respond in wisdom, in patience, in trust, the rest will unfold smoothly. If you respond in haste, in emotion, in flesh, you will create unnecessary complications. Now let me paint a picture of what your life is going to look like 6 months from now. The truth will be fully revealed, the documents will be in hand. The conversations will have happened, the confrontations will be behind you, and you will be standing in a completely different reality than the one you are standing in right now. The relationships that were built on lies will be gone, and you will not miss them. Because you will have been replaced with relationships built on truth, the positions you thought you lost will be restored, and they will come with more authority than they had before. The inheritance that was hidden will be uncovered, and it will come with more abundance than you imagined. The identity that was stolen will be returned, and it will come with more confidence than you ever had. You are not going to just get back what was taken. You are going to get more, because that is how I work. I do not just restore, I multiply. I do not just return, I increase. I do not just vindicate, I elevate. What the enemy meant for harm, I turn for good. What men tried to steal, I return with interest. What was buried in darkness, I bring to light with glory, and the people who tried to remove you from the story, they are going to watch from a distance as I restore you. They are going to see you walking in the fullness of what they tried to deny you. They are going to witness the blessing they tried to block, and some of them will repent, some of them will apologize, some of them will try to reconnect, and when that happens, I will give you wisdom on how to respond. But for now, your job is not to worry about them. Your job is to focus on what I am revealing to you about you. So as we come to the end of this message, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to release the tension you have been carrying. I want you to let go of the need to figure everything out right now, because you do not have to. I have it all figured out. I have already mapped out the next steps. I have already positioned the people who are going to help you. I have already prepared the places you are going to go. All you have to do is follow my lead one step at a time. One day at a time, one revelation at a time. The truth is coming, the restoration is coming, the vindication is coming, and it is all happening right now. Not someday, not eventually, but now, in this season, in this moment, the uncovering has begun, and nothing can stop it. Because when I decide to reveal something, when I decide to restore someone, when I decide to vindicate someone, all of heaven moves to make it happen, and all of hell cannot stop it. Walk forward in confidence, my beloved, walk forward in peace. Walk forward in expectation, because what I am about to do in your life is going to blow your mind. It is going to exceed your expectations. It is going to surpass your wildest dreams. And when it is all said and done, when the dust settles, when the truth is fully known, you are going to look back on this moment and thank me for not letting you stay in the lie. You are going to thank me for loving you enough to expose what was hidden. You are going to thank me for the revelation that changed everything. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is already here. The uncovering has begun and nothing will ever be the same again.